we are watching this embarrassing story of every one. Let's go.
We're gonna be telling embarrassing childhood stories.
What happens if you're still in your childhood?
You're gonna just be telling embarrassing stories about yourself.
That happened yesterday.
You're giving us live coverage.
And we are going to start with a random name I'm picking out of the hat.
You have a hat with you?
Out of the hat.
You have a hat?
I have a hat. The first person will be TBH Honest.
Now, this is a story of when I was a mere baby, just like Nadwe, right? So this was the time I ate my very first fried food, right? So I don't know if you know this, but when fried food comes out of the oil, it is like lava. It's boiling hot. Like the oil is still sizzling on like the French fry, which is what I was eating. So this is what happens, right? My uncle, he puts a French fry in my hand, and it was so hot that I didn't know how to react. So I just popped out my eyes like googly eyes, and I squeezed it tighter.
Why?
Oh my god.
Wait, then how did your uncle hold the French fry?
He gave it to me.
Yeah, but then how was it not hot to him?
He was a working man. He had like the hands of like an alpha male.
Ah,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
Right? So I'm squeezing this French fry tighter and tighter as the oil is like burning my hands, and I'm freaking out. And I don't know what to do. And everyone's looking at me like, "What's wrong with him? Did he like poop himself or something?" Because I'm like 3 years old, and I'm like about to like start screaming because there is a burning French fry in my hand, and I don't know what to do with it. Because logically, I cannot just let go.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do now?
It's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, so I was holding it for like 5 minutes, and eventually I just started crying.
Wait, you held a French fry for 5 whole minutes?
I cooled it down with my own body temperature. Is that wrong?
I rate that at probably a 4 out of 10 out of embarrassment level. That's not that bad. Another name out of the hat. It is Muffin Juice.
Muffin! Yeah,
Muffin.
Muffin.
Dude, my story is like the worst. I couldn't think of anything good. Back in the old days, before Clash of Clans even came out, I was a little toddler. I was like 4. I used to go behind large object in my onesie and just poop my pants. Like, even though there was a toilet right next to me, I would just poop a lot.
What?
I was a free man.
Dude,
That's
that doesn't even sound embarrassing.
I kind of wanted to flex a little bit, but
What are you flexing?
I don't know.
Wait, are you sure this wasn't just last week?
Oh!
No, I could prove that.
You can. I don't know why you did that, Muffin, but the next person we're picking out of the hat is gonna be Mr. Blaza himself.
Blaza!
Oh, is
Blaza,
this
why
thing
are you
working?
wearing your headset here?
I bring it everywhere.
There's no wire.
I have a couple images for my story.
Oh, he's got images. This is a presentation.
Oh,
If
no.
you want to take a look at the board. I wake up. It's a Halloween morning. It's a normal school day. I'm getting ready to go to school, and usually people dress up for Halloween, but not too much. So I thought I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. I didn't. I just went to school normally, and I finally got there. I casually walked through the front door, and what do I see? Is that an anime cosplay I see there?
It's not that.
I look left. I look right. Is
Why?
that a furry cosplay? What's
It's
going
not
on
that.
here? I was in shock. I never expect this. I thought these people were gonna get bullied or something. And all of a sudden, I got pushed in my back. I was like, huh, what is that? I slowly turn around. And all of a sudden, I see this creature. I was like, huh, what is that? I slowly turn around. And all of a sudden, I see this creature right in front of me.
From Shrek?
What is going on?
A freaking 4-legged horse. There were 2 people in there. And they were like, oh, sorry, I couldn't see you. I was like, oh, okay, no problem.
Did you specify as a 4-legged horse? Aren't all horses 4-legged?
Yeah, but this one, it's a suit.
What's so embarrassing though?
The rest of the day, I was mad confused. And I had no idea people do that. And,
People celebrate Halloween by dressing
What's
up.
so embarrassing, Blaza?
I was embarrassed for them, okay?
Why?
Why would you go to school in that?
I
would
would
be
go
mad
to school
embarrassed.
like that.
I go to school
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
all the
cool.
time.
Yeah.
Blaza, it looks like you dressed up as a clown to school that
Oh my gosh. That brings up our next person on the list. Allie,
Oh no.
it's your turn.
Alright, okay, so.
Wait, someone walked in the room.
How can someone
think it
walk in the
was-
room, Juice? It's a campfire. We're in nature
No.
right now.
Casually walks up to us.
Oh god, look, it's going in the forest.
Anyway, my whole life has been just a series of horrible traumatic events, but like I think this one's good.
Yeah,
So
oh,
when I
this
was a child,
is
I went
all.
to a playground by myself,
Yeah.
and so I was just playing on the slide and stuff, you know, what kids do at the playground.
Why did you go to the playground by yourself?
Why not? You never went to the playground by yourself?
No.
Well, not by myself.
I must have big balls then. Anyways,
Oh.
and then I found this rope on the ground, and I have a picture. This is what the rope was
Whoa,
like.
whoa, whoa.
We have footage.
Whoa.
Okay?
Where is this going?
So I came up with this great idea to be like Spider-Man and like swing from bar to bar on the monkey bars with it. I tied one end to the first monkey bar and the other to my wrist because I was like, I'm gonna hold on tight. This is how I hold on tight. And then I prepared myself to like do like a full superhero jump to the next monkey bar. And with my other hand, I jumped and tried to grab the next bar.
No!
And I couldn't reach. I fell. And I was just hanging there by the rope on my wrist. So
my
then
God.
I started yelling for like everybody, like all the kids. And I was like, help me, help me.
That's where I came in. I was like, what's hanging, Allie?
This is why you don't go to the playground alone.
Yeah, Allie. Hope you learned your lesson.
Oh wait, what happened after that?
She did it
And
again
so-
5 years later.
She's
was
been there.
yelling.
She's still there at this very moment.
The whole setup is there.
But that's not it.
That's what?
Soon, all the kids on the playground, they all just came and stood around me while I was just hanging there, and they stared at me, and they didn't even say a word. They didn't say nothing, and I was
Even-
crying.
Wait, did they
Oh
even
my-
like laugh or something?
No, they were like stone cold, like straight face,
I'm-
like no expression at all. And I was sitting there crying.
You
And
know
so
the wake up guy? I'd imagine them all looking at Allie like that.
I was like sitting there crying and asking them for help, and all of a sudden they just turned around and left. They all left all together.
What?
Just turned around and left the playground. They didn't even run. They just walked. And I felt so betrayed and just felt such deep shame and sadness. And so I just hung there crying for like an hour until my mom came and found me.
An
Fucking like a
hour?
An
piñata.
hour?
Yeah.
Hanging out for an hour?
Allie, are you secretly ripped?
Yes, big strong man.
I felt kind of sad. What was wrong with those kids? We're gonna find them to this day, and it's time to square up.
And then we'll hang them up ourselves.
And that brings me to our next contestant. In the hat, we have Mr. Meme God. I mean,
Hey! My story, right? I felt pretty embarrassed because I don't know how someone can get lower IQ than my level. I must be like negative 69 or something. But anyway, I was in school, right? And I went into the school shop, right? So you can buy like snacks and stuff. And I went in there and I brought my one and only famous Kit Kat. Does anyone like Kit Kat? Kit Kat, sir?
Oh,
Kit
Kit
Kat,
Kat.
hey, yes, yes.
God,
I thought you
know
were gonna
what?
say some weird British thing.
Yeah, Kit Kats. I love Kit Kats. So I was getting ready for my Kit Kat, right? I was just breathless. My mouth was watering and everything. I couldn't wait to nom down on that Kit Kat bar. I undone the wrapper and I was walking down a corridor and there was a bin on my right. And knowing me, instead of actually throwing the wrapper in the bin, I threw the whole chocolate bar in the bin instead.
What?
And then I was walking down. I threw the whole chocolate bar in the bin. I was walking down and I started eating the wrapper, and then people were just looking at me, and I was eating the wrapper, and people were just looking at me eating a Kit Kat wrapper.
You
And I
didn't
just
taste.
felt-
It was just a wrapper.
People looked at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm just sitting there eating a wrapper.
You know, that reminds me of when I eat bananas with the shell.
I didn't notice until like 2-3 seconds after, and I had to just put it in the bin as well. That was very sad because I spent 99p on my Kit Kat.
Deuce, I would say that was embarrassing, but you're British, so that's that's what I
What
heard.
do you mean?
You guys lost a football match.
That's true, and that brings me to the next British man, and that would be Mr. Meme God. I mean, laugh.
Wait,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, Mimi, you sit down, Mimi. You may have wondered why I've stayed away from this fire for so long, because my story involves a fire. Okay, it was when I was a young child, very young, sometime in between the dinosaurs going extinct and Rome falling for the first time. I was a kid, and me and my sister, we were in the living room, and I spilled my drink on the floor. And
No!
I was like, hey, yeah, I know I spilled juice on the floor.
No, you spilled
Clean
me up right
You smell
I looked at that on the floor and I was like, okay, this needs cleaned up. So I go and get a tea towel from the kitchen.
Tea towel.
Yeah, there's not a tea
You
towel.
need a towel?
I got
A kitchen towel?
That just proves how British you are.
It gets more British. I get the tea towel, I come in the room, I wipe up the floor, all good, all done. Any normal child would probably go throw the tea towel back on the kitchen table. Me, on the other hand, I like to do things efficiently, I like to do it fast. And I looked at that wet tea towel, I was like, you know what, that needs drying quick. I had a fireplace in the room. Alright.
Oh no!
Yeah, so imagine that like guard over the open fire. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, this needs cleaning, this needs sorting out. I hang the tea towel over the fire rack and I walk out the room anyway to go grab another drink, refill my juice, leave my sister on the sofa. She's just sat looking at it. I come back in like a minute later and she's just sort of like, fire, as you walk in, the fire's on the right side of the room so you can't see it. And my sister was like opposite me. And I walk in and she's just like wide-eyed looking towards the fire. And like I walked in, I looked at her.
That's scary.
And then I turned, the full towel is on fire.
Oh no! Oh wait, but you dried it.
It was dry.
It was dry. You did it.
It was dry. It had no fire resistance, unfortunately. That's where the problem lies. So yeah, it was starting to catch on fire. Ian, the brother, the big leader. I looked at my sister and I said,
And threw her in the fire.
no, actually, really stupid decision. We went and hid behind the sofa, thinking that.
You didn't.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Oh god.
Well, I was like 6.
Your house
or
is gone.
7.
Dude,
I wasn't a smart child.
This was yesterday.
The house would have burned down. But my mum came in like 10 seconds later and she picked the tea towel up and threw it in the sink.
What a superhero. Oh my god.
Superhero.
Laugh's face on this guy real quickly because he is suffering.
From success.
Yeah, I tried it.
We heard it here first. Women are smarter than men. Laugh, that was a very scary story. I don't know how embarrassing that was. That was near scary. It is on to the best YouTuber of them all. That would be Mr. Nadway.
Mr.
What is my What's up, Mimi? I am. So mine is when sockfor1 started playing with me. I'm just kidding.
Hey!
As we all know, I'm like the swaggiest person ever, right? Right? Okay, yeah. Shut up, Mimi. And because of that, I joined choir at my school, okay?
Choir?
Listen. Back then, I didn't know what it was. I tried it out.
Before we continue, Nadway, were you a band kid?
No, I wasn't. I never joined band. I
Wait.
never joined band.
So choir.
Well,
That's even more.
I mean, it was short-lived. Okay, listen.
Dude, the guy, the random guy from the campfire took him.
Someone get the doctor!
Dude, that
Get Simply Piano and start learning this holiday season.
took him.
Someone get the doctor!
Dude, that furry guy, he took Nadway.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I'm a real doctor. Okay, I can save his life.
You can save him. What is that?
Thank you, Mimi. Thank you.
You did it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mimi.
No,
Anyways,
go back to sleep.
Shut up, Mimi. So I didn't know what choir was, so I just joined it, right? This was back in 6th grade, so like about a week ago, okay? Back